you involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
And welcome back. Whether the weather is warm or rainy like today, Big Mountain Heating and Air can help you save money, all with their energy efficient services. And that's why we have Baron Larson and Joseph Barrientos with us. You guys can also help people breathe easier, which is a big deal right now. We are in the middle of allergy season. A lot of people suffering out there. Even right here in the building, I hear a lot of sniffles due to all the pollen outside. But what role does someone's home heating and air system play when it comes to allergies?
The role that it plays is huge. And you'll see why in just a minute here, but I got a little video that explains it a little bit better than I can. Love to show it.
Okay, let's go ahead and watch.
Thank you.
What's the dirty little secret when it comes to air conditioner breakdowns?
Very as you can see, it's dirt. People just don't know how much dirt gets in their heating and air conditioning system as they run it.
Your filter there is to help protect the equipment, but really that dirt's getting past that filter, collecting on your hidden coil, your hidden cooling coil inside your system, and your blower motor is circulating all of that air. You can see just how filthy these things can get. And think of the pets, you know, it's circulating all of that pet hair and that dander. These things can just get really filthy.
The average heating and air system moves more dirt annually than the household vacuum cleaner does. It's a perfect nesting breeding area for dust mites and just all kinds of filth. If you have a dog, it can be even worse. As you saw, approximately half of all household illnesses and allergies today are attributed to the recirculation of filthy, contaminated, bacteria-ridden air in your dirty heating and air conditioning system. Big Mountain Heating and Air will rejuvenate your furnace and your air conditioner for less than $28 each seasonal visit and prove to you that this service is much more than a typical do-nothing air conditioner tune-up sales gimmick. If you're one of the first 10 callers during this program, it'll include 2 seasonal services for a one-time payment of only $55. This is a true rejuvenation, folks. It's a comprehensive service. It's not a sales gimmick, and for that reason, we have to limit to the first 10 callers.
Okay, so breathing filthy air full of pollen and dirt, that does not sound very good. Joseph Barrientos joins us right now. You go into these houses, you assess these systems, you work on them every single day, and you know firsthand what makes them so dirty. And I think a lot of our viewers watching, we assume that the filters that we have in our systems are doing their job and they're blocking everything.
Correct. I mean, and this is your typical gas furnace setup. You know, this moves all the air. I mean, and even when the gas isn't moving, like in the air conditioning season, air still flows through this system.
Okay.
And the first line of defense is going to be your filter. As you can see, this is a typical filter bought at any home improvement store. And you can see how easily it is for anything to pass through it.
Okay, so the fine stuff that really builds up and causes us to sneeze.
And it's even stuff that we can't see. And it gets stuck to the motor here. And as the motor cycles and it spins, as you can tell here, it's just circulating all this air through your furnace. And when things are getting dirty and things are in the system that don't belong, things just work a lot harder than they need to. Things heat up, and then things are prone to fail. Okay. And then this time of year, when we're spending more time in the home, we're breathing this stuff in. And you know, we wonder why we get runny noses or we get sick or anything like that. Is because of the air that we're breathing.
Okay, so we're breathing all this dust and dirt that we're seeing built up here on this HVAC system. It's kind of an unsettling thought. But you're saying that a rejuvenation, though, from Big Mountain Heating Air can actually help clear the air and help our viewers breathe better.
It can. And this is a typical example of what we're talking about here. This is that fine dust that only gets seen when you open up your drapes, you know, in the morning or the sun comes through. And all that dust, and obviously we see dust mites and mold and bacteria, and especially when we have dogs and animals running around the home, or even children that are most susceptible to be exposed to these contaminants. It's just not good for you to be breathing.
No, it's not. But you're mentioning, though, that rejuvenation, though, can help clear some of this out, right?
It can. With our in-depth cleanings that we provide with our service, not only will we come out, you know, during the winter, but we'll also come out to clean your air conditioner as well, and deep clean, chemical clean your coil included part of this service and no additional charge.
And so this is an exterior unit, right?
Correct.
That's some of the buildup from outside.
Correct.
Is this that chemical clean that you're talking about?
That is, and it's like taking your unit through a car wash. You know, it's an in-depth clean that'll remove any of the slime or any of the gunk or any of the dirt buildup that gets put in your system when it's exposed to the elements.
Okay, and then obviously when you do that, then that allows the system to work more efficiently,
It
which
will.
I imagine would help drop the energy bill.
Correct. It will.
Yeah.
I mean, and when your system is breathing fresh air, your system's just happier. And
Yeah.
not only is your system happier, but you're happier as well because you're not breathing these things in.
Of course, because fresh air outside also does mean some fresh air inside.
Exactly.
But what about cleaning the inside unit? Because, I mean, I imagine that is something, too, that's incredibly important.
It's incredibly important. I mean, for example, I mean, you have your gas fire burners here. I mean, it's kind of like a barbecue. When they get corroded and just a bunch of things get built up, the flames don't come through the furnace the way they should. And then this is what's ended up being a byproduct of a bad furnace. You know, you end up having a crack in the heat exchanger.
Okay, and we've talked about this before. A cracked
Correct.
heat exchanger, especially something of this size, could mean a carbon monoxide leak, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Which we all know that's a health issue and potentially deadly.
You're right.
Yeah.
And then not only will we come out this time to do the winter season and the winter rejuvenation, we'll be back out to do the summer rejuvenation as well.
Okay, all right. And in regards to that rejuvenation and saving some money, Varen, you can help our viewers with that special offer you're doing right now.
Right. It's 2 visits for the $55 if you're one of the first 10 callers. 378-4664. One thing we talked about on the radio today is a lot of folks that have solar now get a true-up bill at the end of the year where they pay the extra money that they didn't offset their solar with when they bought solar. The way half of your energy usage is with this system. So it's not just allergy, it's energy usage too. We can cut that bill back down, lower the amount of money that you have on a true-up if you got solar. $55, first 10 callers.
Excellent, Varen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joseph. Okay, well, make sure you stick around because we're going to tell you some exciting fun that's taking place this Saturday on St. Patrick's Day on the rink. And after staying cool on the ice, we want to warm you up with some plans. Perhaps a free trip to Hawaii at Aulani, a Disney resort and spa. Find out how you can win after the break.
This segment was paid for by Big Mountain Heating and Air.